right, there we go. We're at that C minor chord, all right? So you can use these type of movements to take you to minor chords, and you can also use them to land on a minor chord. Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Casey back again with another free video. In this video, I'm going to give you guys a formula called 1-3, and it's actually an amazing minor chord that takes you to different minor chords, or it could be your landing chord, all right? So this is perfect for absolute beginners or intermediate musicians. So let me give an example of what 1-3 sounds like, and then we'll go into in-depth breakdown. So you can see I'm moving this around in different keys, and you will be able to do that as well, even my absolute beginning musicians. Now another way you can move it around, watch this. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound. Watch this. That saved. All right, so now as you can see, we can use this type of movement not just in music production. Repeat after me. 1-3. All right, 1 is going to be my green ring or my left hand, and -3 is going to be my right hand or my white ring. All right, so 1-3, and that's the reason why you see back behind me the 1-3 on the dumbbells, right? Because these exercises are going to get us nice and cut, nice and fit, so that we can play these minor chords super quick. All right, so here's 1, and 1 can be anywhere. 1 can be any one of these keys. All right. So 1 is only telling me what type of chord or where the name of the chord is. All right, so for example, this is going to be a C chord because I'm going to play C. So C is going to be 1, and we're only going to do a couple of examples because I want to really keep this moving and really get us to the place where we're playing this quickly. All right, so here's 1, and then -3 is 1, 2, 3. So here's 1 in the green ring, white ring, 1, 2, 3. Now the reason why we call it -3 could have been +3, but -3 is because this is a minor third. All right, let's do one more example, and then we're gonna go through this. So I'm only gonna give you guys 5 steps, all right, to get you to this end result. Here's 1. So let's say we're in F. Here's 1, and then 1, 2, 3. So that's my minor third or a -3. All right, and believe it or not, if you can do that in every key, really, honestly, this is going to be so much easier for you. All right, so let's go to C, and then 1, 2, 3. So my -3. What we're going to do when we get to that 3, we're going to make it major. So play a major chord. So in this instance, E flat major. All right, and we're going to play that over the C. All right, so let's go to the key of F. F is 1, -3, 1, 2, 3, which is A flat. So we're going to play an A flat chord over F. All right, so what I want you to do, this first exercise or step 1, we're going to go through each of these keys. So for example, this is C, and this is a C minor 7. So this is a really cool, simple way to create minor chords. All right, so here's C minor 7, and then go to F. All right, and I showed you how to create this. All right, and included with this, of course, you know you have the PDF files, right, for this exercise. So let's do one more. Here's B flat. And then -3 is going to be a C sharp over B flat. So that's how you create that. All right. So real quick, again, I'm not going to talk much. Let's go on and play this through the circle of fourths. All right. Nothing fancy, but we're going to go through all 12 keys. All right. So let's jump in. 1, 2, 3. Let's start off with C. 2, 3. Let's go to F. 2, 3. Let's go to B flat. 3, let's go to E flat. 2, 3, let's go to A flat. 2, 3, let's go to C sharp. 2, 3, let's go to F sharp. 2, 3, let's go to B. 2, 3, let's go to E. 2, 3, let's go to A. 2, 3, let's go to D. 3, and last but not least, let's go to G. 2, 3, and if you want, you can go back to C. All right. So if you have completed that successfully, then you're ready for level 2 or stage 2. All right, so let's jump into stage 2. All right, so stage 2 or step 2, whatever you want to call it, level 2, what we're going to do is we're going to open this chord up. So we played a major chord in step 1 or level 1, and what we want to do is add a 7th or a major 7th. And here is the reason why. Here is E flat, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have an E flat major chord 7 over the C. All right, so remember in step 1 we did 1 minus 3, which is E flat major. Now we're going to add the major 7th. All right, so that's going to be a C minor 9. So now you can see we're opening things up a little bit. All right, now let's do one more example. I'm going to teach this in the key of F. Here is F minus 3, 1, 2, 3, which is A flat major. Now we're going to add the major 7th to that. All right, over F. And for sake of time, one more, and then we're going to go through the exercise. All right, so B flat, and then we're going to go a minor 3rd or 1, 2, 3, and then C sharp is going to be a C sharp major with the added major 7. All right, so we play that over B flat. All right, so we have this chord in C, F, B flat, and we're going to go through all 12 keys in this next exercise. So exercise number 2 or level 2, we're going to add the major 7th. All right, so let's jump into that exercise real quick. 1, 2, 3. Let's start with C. 2, 3. Let's go to F. 2, 3. Let's go to B flat. 2, 3. Let's go to E flat. 2, 3. Let's go to A flat. 2, 3. Let's go to C sharp. 2, 3. Let's go to F sharp. 2, 3. Let's go to B. 2, 3. Let's go to E. 2, 3. Let's go to A. 2, 3. Let's go to D. 2, 3. And then last but not least, let's go to G. 1, 2, 3. And then you can close it out on C. All we're going to do is create a mirror effect. All right. So for example, stage 1, we did this. 1 minus 3. We played the major chord. Stage 2 or step 2 or exercise 2, we added the major 7th. And then now what we're going to do in step 3 or stage 3, we're going to add or create a mirror effect. Now, what do I mean by mirror effect? All right, if you look at the bottom 2 notes here, you see the 1 minus 3. At the top, we want to create the same 1 minus 3. All right, so if you look at my fingers, watch this. There it is. 1, 3, 1, 3. So now you're kind of hearing how that chord comes to life. All right, I'll go kind of slow here. Again, we're going to move these 2 up here. And then let's go to F. All right, so we'll do our F minus or 1 minus 3, which is A flat over F. Add the major 7th, which was from stage 2 or step 2, exercise 2. And then what we're going to do stage 3 or step 3, we want to create a mirror effect. So here's my 1 minus 3. And we need to move these fingers up. There we go. All right, so let's rewind back to C, F. So you can already really create a track with that. All right, so that's a really good exercise. Now, in B flat, we did the same thing. So C sharp over B flat and add the major 7. And then what we want to do is create the mirror effect. So you have 2 minors there, or 1, 3, 1 minus 3 there. All right. So now I've given you the theory on this. Let's go on and go through the exercise. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4 F. Let's go to B flat. 4. Let's go to E flat. Let's go to A flat. Let's go to C sharp. Let's go to F sharp. Let's go to B. Let's go to E. Let's go to A. Let's go to D. Let's go to G. And then we can close out on C. All right, so that's level 3 or exercise number 3. And I'm super excited about exercise number 4 because I'm gonna give you guys all kind of extra goodies and like little bonus nuances that you can do in level 4 or exercise 4. All right, so let's jump into exercise number 4. All right, now we made it to exercise number 4 or step 4, stage 4, level 4, whatever you want to call it. All right, so in this exercise, what we're going to do is the same thing that we did in exercise 3, all right, where we mirrored it. But we're going to do something super interesting. We want to create a little bit more depth, all right? And the way you can add depth to your chords is to move the bass a little bit lower, right? To make these chords sound a little bit thicker, all right, and bring them to life. So instead of C being here, we're going to bring C down here, all right? So stage 4 or exercise 4 really focuses on the left hand. So listen to this. All right, already sounds much richer. Now what we want to do is we want to add with our left hand, we want to add a 5th. So in the key of C, here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we can add the 5th there. Now listen to this chord there. You can play a little higher, all right, or back lower. Now what we want to do with this left hand, in addition to adding the 5th, we're going to add the 7th, all right, not the major 7th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's a major 7, but we want to do what they call a 7th, all right? And this is really based on a dominant type of chord, all right, because it's usually leading us to go somewhere, all right? So anyway, I'm not going to use big terms. Remember, this is not a video for me to talk a lot, all right? So this is called a C7, all right? So we did a C, or 1 plus 5 plus our 7th, all right? Not major 7, but the actual 7th, dominant 7th. Now we notice the 3 is missing, all right? Now what we want to do is we want to do that in every key, all right? So let's go to F. Here's F. Add the 5th, and then the 7th. Boom. Now, easy way to go to the 7th is you can play octaves and move it down a whole step. For me, that's super simple and super easy for me, all right, or pretty simple. So let's go to B flat, not the octave, but go to the 7th. All right, so now let's break this down. Let's go through all 12 keys with the left hand. So let's start with C. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. F, 2, 3. B flat. And again, you have the PDF to follow as well. E flat, 2, 3. A flat, 2, 3. Let's go to C sharp. 2, 3. Let's go to F sharp. 2, 3. Let's go to B. 2, 3. Let's go to E. 2, 3. Let's go to A. 2, 3. Let's go to D. 2, 3. And let's go to G. And then we'll close out on C. 4. All right. Now, if you made it through that and you have mastered the left hand on this level 4, stage 4, so this contains like several different exercises on level 4. What you want to do now is combine the two, and that's how you bring this to life, all right? So for example, C would be this. The right hand would play the -3, 1 -3. Remember, major, add the major 7th, and then we want to go to stage 3, create the mirror effect, all right? So we want to combine both of these together. All right, let's go to F, B flat. All right, so let me take my time here. Again, this is not, I don't want to break down each key, but I do want to make sure you understand how this works. So for example, in the key of F, here's F, the 7th. And then we know with F, 1 -3, here's my -3, which is A flat major, all right? And then you want to add the major 7th over the F, and remember we dropped this down. And then remember our mirror effect? All right, and here's our minor, so we want that to be at the top. So we can put this down here. So it sounds much more open, all right? Now that you understand the theory on this, we did it in C and then F, we'll do the same thing in B flat, and then we'll go through our exercises, okay? Now in B flat, if you notice, here is B flat, -3, which is C sharp major, and then remember add the 7th, And then we're gonna play that over B flat. And then step 3 or stage 3, we created a mirror effect. All right. Again, you have the PDF, all right, to be able to download. Now, it's free for a limited time. I keep saying that, all right? So you know you have a certain amount of time to be able to download those files, all right? So, and then we want to open that B flat up. So what do? We drop it down here at the 5th, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the 7th. All right, so we have C, F. All right, so you can kind of see this is already, man, that already sounds like a track. All right, so I went to E flat there. All right, now listen, if you create a track using these chords, make sure you pay me my royalties, okay? All right, so real quick, let's go through all 12 keys, combining that left hand with the right hand. And I'm gonna give you guys a bonus to this, all right? As soon as we finish this exercise, I'm gonna show you something so amazing. I'm telling you, it's gonna blow you away. All right, so we're gonna start with C. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go to F. Let's go to B flat. Let's go to E flat. Let's go to A flat. Let's go to C sharp. Let's go to F sharp. Let's go to B. Let's go to E. Let's go to A. Let's go to D. Let's go to G. And then let's close out with C. All right, now watch this. Watch this. Ooh, that sounds so good. As a lot more mystery than this. Watch this. That sounds so good. Now let me explain to you what I'm doing. This is perfect for a landing chord. So let's say you're doing a song. Oh, say, can you see? All right, so that's a basic C minor chord. Now what we want to do, we want to add that new minor chord that we did. Watch this. All right, we can do it another key. Can you see? Now I'm in A flat here and I'm trying to get to this F minor. So instead of playing the F minor chord, you can play this chord. So, oh, say, can you see? So anyway, we'll go through those the same way we did with the others, okay? And we'll go a little bit slower. That way you can digest this. Again, I've included this in the PDF, and so that way you can follow along a lot easier, all right? So let's jump into that exercise. So we'll start with C, but that sounds kind of muddy, so we'll move it up here, all right? So we'll slow this down. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go to F. Let's go to B flat. Let's go to E flat. Let's go to A flat. Let's go to C sharp. Let's go to F sharp. Let's go to B. Let's go to E, which is, all right. Let's go to A. Let's go to D. Let's go to G, which is here. And then lastly, let's close out with C, all right? So normally it will be here, but we're gonna move this up a half step. Now, I don't want you to execute quickly. I want you to understand how this works quickly, all right? I want you to take your time with these exercises, all right? So again, I'm thankful for you guys for subscribing and giving me the thumbs up and all the positive encouragement. That really means a lot to me. But ultimately, I want you to click the notification bell. That way you are notified of when these videos come out. And also you can download this material for absolutely free, right? So I'm going to include PDFs, as you can see. I'm going to include all type of different MIDI files and play along tracks, you name it. All right, now let me slow that down and explain exactly what I did. All right, so this is stage 5 or step 5 or level 5. All right, so what I did with the left hand, if you notice, the bass was C, and then I went to E flat, then I went to F sharp, and then I went to A, all right, and that type of progression. So we're kind of creating progressions or patterns. So if you notice, look at this slowly here. I can repeat it. If you notice, C minus 3 or up 3, 1, 2, 3. So this 1 minus 3 is even creates different chords, all right, like a diminished 7th chord. So here's this one, minus 3, and then minus 3 again. So if you play that all together, you get a C diminished 7th chord. So that's our pattern. Then we can take that up a half step, which is a C sharp diminished 7th chord. All right, and then we can take that up another half step, and this will be the last one. We'll go to D. All right, so you can kind of hear. All right, sounds kind of gory, all right, kind of scary, all right, but not when you put this into a progression or a pattern. So my pattern is going to be a C diminished 7th, and then when you go up to C sharp diminished 7th, what you can do is go backwards, all right. So we're going to, since we're already here, let me go up a half step, and I'm on a B flat. See that? And then since I'm here, let's go up a half step and let's go to our D diminished 7th. And that's going to be the first pattern, all right? And that's the pattern that you heard earlier in that demo when I played through the different chord progressions. I actually did this diminished 7th pattern. Up half step, backwards to C sharp, diminished 7th, and then last but not least, our D diminished 7th, all right? But if you want, for starters, I'm just going to be honest with you. Let's do the circle. We already did the circle of fourths with this. All right. Now we're going to go in a diminished pattern. All right. So let me give you guys an example of what that sounds like. We can go slower, all right, because I want to make sure you're following along and also that you're getting results and you're able to play this, all right? So the first one is my C. So the next one is going to be E flat. And then the next one is going to be F sharp. And then the last one is going to be A. All right? So that's why it's important for you to be able to practice these and be able to move quickly. All right, now let's go to B flat, because here the next one is B flat down. So we're doing our C sharp diminished 7th now. All right. Next one is G. Next one is E. And then last but not least, C sharp. And then, so that's the whole C sharp diminished. Now, last but not least, let's go to our D diminished 7th. All right, so we're going to go in the key of D, the key of F, the key of A flat, and then last but not least, the key of B. And then if you notice in the demo, I closed it out with another diminished, all right, scale. And if you notice, there are only really 3 diminished 7th, because watch this. After that, if you go up another half step, it's just repeating. You already did this, all right? So that's what makes it super simple. So we did this in the exercise, 2, 3, 4, number 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let's close out here. So we'll close out with C and we'll go down back to C, all right? So that's like an E flat diminished 7th back to C. All right, so let's play this one through. A, F sharp, E flat, back to C. All right, now, of course, you know, instead of this, you can add that sharp 5. Just sounds amazing, all right? So let's go to the next section here, which is making and creating your own parts. So last but not least in this section, this is still stage 5 or step 5. This is just another exercise. If you notice in song mode, when I did that, I did this movement here. I went to A flat, F, D, and then I went to this chord here. All right, this is just a new little chord, and I'm not trying to introduce this chord to you guys, but it's a G7 with a sharp 9 and sharp the 5. But that's just going to take me to this minor chord, to my C minor. All right, so that's, or since we've already been practicing, this is this. So I'm gonna slow this down. Sing grace, how sweet the sound. Now, what you can do is when you go to sound, you can do this move. So amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved, or that saved. All right, so we're making this into a real life application. Now let me explain. What I did was, I was already here on this chord. Amazing grace, how sweet the. See, I was already here. So I just said, I need to do a 7, 3, 6. And I'm not trying to get too deep with my beginning musicians, but the intermediate musicians, those of you who've seen my 72 chord progressions video that went viral, thank you guys so much for that love on that and the support on that. But here's 7, 3, 6 in the key of E flat. So this is a substitution for 7, 3, 6. So you could hear. So this kind of leading you to that 7, 3, 6. So A flat, F. Now I'm on the 7, which is my D, to my 3, which is a G7, sharp 9, sharp 5, to the 6. So amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved. Experiment and let me know what you come up with. Maybe you guys have some other different movements that you can do or substitutions that you can use these progressions with, all right? So again, you know, I never like to close out any video without letting you guys know that today is a new day. Today is a new life. Today is a new opportunity for you to become a better you. I love you guys so much. Again, I'm encouraging you guys to subscribe. Make sure you click that notification bell so that way you're notified when these new videos come out so that you can get the downloads for free. And again, they're free for a certain amount of time, all right? So I can't keep them free forever because it costs us money, and sending those files and making sure that you guys get the digital content as well as getting the support for those digital files, all right? Because we want to make sure we update the files every so often. We need to send updates and things like that. So with that being said and done, let's go and close out with the play along track, all right? So I'll include the play along track with this, and as well as give you a slow motion, I guess you could say, demonstration of what I played earlier. So I'll slow it down for you guys. Again, I love you so much, and let's jump into that play along track. And if you want, hold on, if you want, hashtag 1-3 and tag me in it at PrettySimpleMusic. I would love to see you guys play that exercise, all right? So hashtag 1-3, and you can tag me at PrettySimpleMusic. Of course, that's on Instagram, all right? So I love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next video.